Hey guys, it's Austen from the future. I'm just refilming this intro because I didn't really like how the first one came out. So in this video, you are going to see me do a holiday glam makeup look. Not this one, the one that was in the thumbnail, don't worry. And I am also going to be showing you guys a couple of new skincare products that I've been using and loving. So you're going to see me kind of cut to that first, show you how I prep my skin, the base, all of that kind of stuff, and then hop over to the holiday glam makeup look, which I know you guys are always looking for stuff to kind of glam up your makeup, even if your outfit's more casual. So that's what this video is going to be about. As a reminder, there are Vlogmas videos going up all throughout the month of December. I'm calling it Merry Austmas, and there are also beauty giveaways associated with those videos, so be sure you're subscribed and read the rules down in the description box below to make sure you're entering to win the beauty giveaways. They are gonna be good, I can promise you that. Without further ado, let's get on with today's video. Just gonna grab a hair tie and I'm gonna wash my face and take my makeup off, and then I will get into this portion of the video, which is kindly sponsored by Rile. It started in 2017. It is a female founded company, so 3 women came together to found this brand, and basically it started out with improving access to period care products and like better ingredients for period products for women. And they just also launched skincare, which of course was exciting and interesting to me. You will have first heard me talk about this brand in a video from a couple weeks back where I did a blogger unboxing video, and now that I've had the products for a couple of weeks, I've been able to test them out, and I'm going to show you how I use them today. I've really been enjoying playing with the Good Chemistry serum on its own. It contains green tea leaf extract and hyaluronic acid, which are 2 really rich antioxidant ingredients, but I also was excited to test out the Moisture Melt Snowball with you guys. This concentrate will instantly melt when it's mixed with the serum to replenish nourishing, nutrient-rich moisture into your skin's deepest layer. So I am so excited to try this. I love innovative products like this, and I love the kind of transformational aspect and actually getting to watch it melt into a serum to create an even more powerful mixture that will continue to hydrate your skin. Here is a little look at one of the Moisture Melt pods. So you open it up and you have 1 little Moisture Melt Snowball in there, and you get 6 when you get a bag of this. The way this works is you're gonna take 2 to 3 pumps of the Good Chemistry serum, and you're going to apply it over here. And then as you start to rub it out, it's literally just going to melt into a solution of these 2 products. And then you can just take it and dab it onto your face and also bring it down to your neck. I love how this combination fit together, and my favorite thing about it is it's not sticky. I feel like so many serums after you apply them could be a little bit like tacky or sticky, and this one just glided on so smoothly. My skin feels really good, and as I mentioned, it's nourishing down to your skin's deepest layer, so that's always good, especially if you're me and you have dry skin and it's about to get really cold in New York here in the winter. So super glad I got to test out this brand and share it with you guys. If you have any questions about the brand, please leave them in the comments down below, and I'm happy to answer them and get back to you, and can't wait to continue to use these products in my everyday skincare routines. I really want this to be a full glam look, but even the most long-wearing and more matte-looking, high-coverage look, I think always benefits from a dewy base. So I'm going to first apply what's been kind of my favorite combination lately, which is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Dewy Primer along with Glossier Future Dew. This is their oil serum hybrid, which I love putting on right before I put my makeup on, kind of as the last step of my morning skincare routine. And oh my god, I can't get the Wet n Wild out because I'm literally probably almost out of it at this point. This primer adds, you'll see, a really beautiful dewy natural finish to the skin, which I love, and then Future Dew only kind of enhances that even more. I think these products both can work on their own as well as something you apply before makeup, but I just like combining them because it makes me happy. So I had 1 pump of Wet n Wild and then 1 pump of Future Dew. I think this base product has been probably one of the biggest happy surprises that I've discovered in 2019. This is the Maybelline Dream Urban Cover Foundation. I wear the shade 112 Natural Ivory, and this is definitely a more full coverage product, but as you'll see, I apply a really light amount of it. So I start out with a super light amount of this product. I blend it out with my handy dandy Real Techniques beauty sponge, and if I want to add more coverage back in as I start to apply, I can always do that, but I am a start with less and then add more kind of makeup girl. I honestly don't even feel like I really need concealer right now, but I am just going to apply a little bit of the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Concealer around the under eye area and around some of the breakouts on my chin. Although I really, again, don't feel like I need too much of it. I'm pretty impressed with the coverage from this Maybelline foundation. All right, and now that I look like the moon, let's go ahead and add in a little bit of dimension to the face here. So since I kind of am inspired by this being a pretty overall matte look with just a little bit of extra shimmer from my highlight, I am going to use a matte product to contour / bronze my skin, going with the tried and true Hoola Benefit Bronzer. If you guys follow me, you know that I am a very late adapter to this product. I finally tried it for the first time this past summer, and depending on when you're watching this, that was the summer of 2019. So I am very new to it, but I love how it blends out. I love the shade. It is so buttery and just like delightful. Then I just take the excess product up around my forehead. Probably should have like not done this clip in such a fashiony way and done it in like a real way that allows me to get to what I need to get to. All right, I'm definitely feeling a little heavy on the bronzer today, but once the whole look is done, I think it will work out well. Let me move on to apply a little bit of blush. I haven't reached for this in a while. I think just because I'm really intimidated by it for some reason, but this is the Kevyn Aucoin, the Neo blush, and the shade is Grapevine, so it's a rosy plum. Isn't this the most beautiful blush you've ever seen in your life? I think that I honestly am just, I love the Kevyn Aucoin products I have. I also have the Glass Glow Face Illuminator, which I sometimes swap for the Glossier product, but I just don't know. I've just been so scared to use this for some reason, and I'm trying to stay on the lighter side because I'm worried the darker side will be a little bit too dark for me, but just going to apply this on the apples of my cheeks. Since I'm feeling a little saucy and a little extra today, I figured the highlight option that would be best for this kind of look is a liquid highlight. So this is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Hello Halo, and I believe this shade is Gilded Glow. I really love these liquid ones. Glossier Play also makes one called Night Shine, and what I've been doing is taking the product on my ring finger from the doe foot applicator and literally just dabbing in some dots and then blending it out. This is my favorite way to apply this so you don't feel like you're going overboard with the product. Really just gives you that like supernatural glow. Going to probably double up on this today because, like I said, feeling extra. All right, highlight applied. It's actually not looking as shimmery as I thought, so I might circle back at the end and layer a different highlighter on top of it, to be determined, but I'll leave it for the moment. Up next, up next is brows, and I didn't pull a brow product, so let me go find one. For my brows today, I'm gonna do a combination of the e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil and the Glossier Boy Brow in the shade Clear. I'm liking how the Glossier Boy Brow in Clear layers with these brow pencil products. I feel like I like these because they have a clean spoolie so I can brush my brows out like I'm doing right now, apply the color where I want it, and then I can go back in and kind of add some fluff and add some shape with the gel and kind of lock it in place where I want them to be. Now that the brows are, as the kids say, on fleek, I am going to move on to my eye look. So first things first is to prime my eyes, and I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Eyeshadow Primer. I love this one, and if I haven't done a full face of Wet n Wild by the time Vlogmas is going live, that should definitely be one of my first 2020 videos. Oh my god, 2020. Because I am just so impressed with all of their products, and I think I do own enough to do a full face now, so that should definitely be a forthcoming video if it has not happened already. But yeah, it's like such good quality, an amazing price point, obviously, drugstore brand, really good pigmentation on eyeshadow palettes. It's just like all around good. So yeah, I will definitely be sure to do that at some point. Now that my eyes are primed, I kind of wanted to do some version of a gold but like smoky eye, which might be a little much for me, but we're gonna go ahead and try it anyway. And the main inspiration for that is actually this palette that I have yet to try from Bare Minerals. This is the Bounce and Blur eyeshadow palette, and the palette is Dusk. So basically there are 5 shades in this one. This is what it looks like. This absolutely like beautiful packaging. So shiny you can see the camera. Like, go Bare Minerals. So the products that I'm mainly feeling inspired by are these 2 shades over here, which I believe are Evening Star and then Harvest Moon. And then also this shade, which is called Sepia Sky. I'm kind of thinking that it's almost like a very deep, cool toned brown, and I feel like that's where the smoke can kind of come in this eye look. So I'm just gonna start going and we'll see how far we get, using, as always, my Sigma E40 blending brush that is so overused by now that I had to memorize the name because you can no longer see it on the brush. That's how often I pick this up. To start out and just keep it easy, I'm going to take the lightest shade in this palette, Evening Star, and dust it all over my lid to kind of give myself a base. Just zoomed you guys in a little bit to show you more detail of the eye look. So this is what it looks like with Evening Star on the base on both sides. And I think next I'm going to dip lightly into Sepia Sky and start to place that color in my crease. Okay, here's one eye done. Really only needed a very tiny amount of that to achieve that kind of smoky effect. So let me go ahead and do the other eye. So that's now applied, and I ended up smoking out this side just a little bit more just because it was looking a little bit too perfect before. And honestly, my biggest tip for a look like this is just to be patient and take your time blending it out, because darker colors are going to look more intense if you don't blend them properly. And I feel like you really have to like dedicate the time to making sure that everything is blended and looks even and looks the way that you want it. With that being said, let's go and add this shade over here, which is Harvest Moon, and I'm going to add that to the inner half of my eyelid. So here's how we're looking now with Harvest Moon applied. I think, as you can see, that definitely warmed up the look a whole lot. So I'm just going to take another brush and put a little bit underneath by my lower lash line. All right, I have to admit that came out pretty close to what I was hoping for in my head. So I'm very excited about that. I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of a black liquid eyeliner in. This is a new one that I haven't tried yet. This is the Tartist eyeliner from Tarte Cosmetics in the shade Black. They also make a red, which I actually have, and then I think there's also a brown. So just gonna give this a little shake. And this might be really embarrassing. I might have to like actually go off camera and do this, but I will try my best to do it. Oh God, oh God, oh God. All right, guys, I'm sorry. I had to go off camera and do it. I am the most awkward liquid eyeliner putter-oner, seriously, in the entire world that I know. And the fact that I even got this to look like this, I'm shocked at. I am definitely not the person to teach you how to do a liquid winged liner look. Okay, but now that we've made it this far, let me just apply some mascara. I figured that there is no better mascara for this occasion than the Rodial Glamo Lash Mascara XXL. Love this stuff. It is a really liquidy formula, but it's really volumizing, and I just think this is such a good one for any like really glam looks. It really gives you that extra oomph factor as far as mascara goes. I'm like viciously wiping the mascara wand on the cap though, because like I said, it's super liquidy, so I'm trying to get all the excess off. Oh girl, okay, this is looking real good right now. Going back to the eyeliner for 1 second, the Tarte one, I loved it. I really think it applies so nicely. It's super pigmented. It's a really fine tip, so it's hard to mess up, even for someone like me who messes up really easily. Really into that. And lastly, I want to top off with a red lip, going of course for my favorite liquid lip formula. This is the Pixi by Petra liquid lipstick, and I have the shade Real Red, because what else would we use during the holidays, am I right? All right, lipstick applied, and last thing I wanted to do is just quickly go over my highlighter with Becca Cosmetics Prosecco Pop, an old fave of mine, just kind of to add a little bit of extra shimmer to this otherwise pretty matte base. All right, everyone, and here is my completed holiday glam makeup look. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please let me know what you think down in the comments below. Don't forget to enter today's giveaway. As I mentioned earlier, all of the instructions will be in the description box down below. Let me know what your favorite product was that I used today. I think I'm tied, actually, between the Bare Minerals palette and the Tarte eyeliner. There was absolutely zero fallout from this eyeshadow, and I am completely shook about it. I was thinking as I was doing it, like, oh, I should have done eyes first, waited to do concealer because of that, and I didn't clean it up at all. There was zero fallout. I'm very, very impressed with the Bare Minerals eyeshadows. Thank you again for watching, and be sure to subscribe and stick around for the rest of Merry Austmas. I know you guys will enjoy it, and I have so many more fun fashion and beauty holiday themed videos coming up, and you won't want to miss out. I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!